this is Rohan D'Souza, and in today's video, I'm making a best out of waste bookmark. And on this bookmark, I'm making a turtle. I've already drawn the turtle. I have begun painting the background now, and for that, I'm using a very light tint of blue with a little bit of green added to it. Now, I'm adding another layer to the background, for which I'm adding a little bit more of green to the same color. Now I'm painting the shell using light blue. I'm using white to make borders between the scales that are present on the shell. Next, white plus orange plus a bit of yellow to color the head and the flippers of the turtle. I begin painting the scales present on the turtle's body, for which I'm using orange with a bit of brown mixed in it. Next, for coloring the darker scales, I'm adding brown and black to the original color. There are scales of various sizes on the turtle's body. The larger scales on the turtle's head are not of a single color but range from orange to dark brown. So I am painting that here. Scales are also present on the flippers. I was reading 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea by Jules Verne, which has an awesome description of marine life, and the story is awesome as well. So I decided to make this marine themed bookmark. Do you have a favorite marine animal? Let me know down in the comments. The white that I used on the turtle shell now appears lighter, so I am adding another coat of white to that border. Now it appears darker. I mixed blue and white as well as a bit of purple to make this tint of blue, which I am now adding to the scales on the shell. Now I'm painting the patterns present on the turtle shell. Those patterns are orange and brown colored. This requires some detail and will be a bit time consuming. I'm using two brushes for this detail work, size 0 round brush and a size 00 round brush. I'm using the 00 size brush to make those thin lines in the pattern. I'm making the patterns individually on each scale, so this will take some time. Now all the compartments of the turtle shell are painted with orange. I'm also adding some darker colors, that is brown. Now I'm detailing the background, which is actually the sea floor, using watery black. So the sea floor is far away from the turtle and should not appear very clear. There are rocks and sand on the sea floor. Using a mixture of white, blue, green, and purple. Now I'm highlighting a few portions of the sea floor. I'm using a 0.15 millimeter micron pen to make an outline of the turtle. Now I'm using a watery black to shade the turtle, the shell, the head, and the flippers. I'm using a different technique for the shading here. I'm removing the excess black paint by stamping the bookmark on a paper. That removes the excess black pigments that I do not want on the bookmark. Hey, now I'm done with this bookmark. Did you like it? Let me know down in the comments. Thank you for watching.